Good, everybody. I got a question. Have you ever seen somebody grind this hard? No more excuses. Completely different mindset. Accomplishing bullet points. Not flexing, but in awe of what we have come to believe all of our lives. Seeing something that conveys a form of God's miracle. So we all, at some point, come from nothing. And then we go through life. Life throws us a curve. And now, our imperfections, they present themselves. There's not an attempt. It's not like the perfection said, alright, you know what? Let's skip a day at Dave's house. It's not going to be a real good time. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You come in, everything is flat, life starts happening, and the more you evolve, the more complex the type of problems that you're going to have are going to be, and you're going to get. When we're in that frame of mind, that frame of being, that spiritual place, that emotional place, that even in that place of finance, for lack of a better terminology. Whatever the place where things get scary is in your life, that's the part of you that shows imperfection, because if you were perfect, then how could you be afraid? If you were perfect, then how could you make a mistake? So I go back to what I started this message with. Unless somebody intervenes, including self, the way that I believe, at least in my mind, that God is presenting himself is through the constant door opening, the constant good news. Now, of course, that life curve that I talked about, it could be series, it could be periods, but, I know that I could be seeing a curve in the near future, but I will never, my last time, never be in a place where I can say, I didn't see how God could work, because I have. Maybe that's why I'm talking this way. So I laugh. You know what I'm saying? Looking out the curtains, staring over my grass, walking around in the living room. The picture's not straight. While I'm talking to you, saying these words that I say, I'm making it straight. I'm making it great. Wifey might be home like 6 or 8. She see all the work that I did in the back. Swings, they match with the wood on the mat. It's fat. It's lit. All the rooms are so clean. I'm talking about everything. So, this is what I'm saying about the amazing part, that if the power that you believe in can put a vision in front of you, or just let your life move in such a way, there's no way that I could be doing this unless I had help, and I'm not talking about phone a friend. There is absolutely no way that I could be doing and achieving what I'm doing unless there was a higher calling. gotta recognize the fact that you saw the curve and you kept the nerve. But the key to it is that until you actually get the benefit of the blessing, or just realize that you've been through the blessing and acknowledge, that's when the power comes. And the power is nobility. You just cannot be compromised as a man. Isn't that what we all want? Our legacy to be pure? Anyway, as I always say, always think positive, always stay grounded, always help your neighbor. Glad that Dad Hat's album thing that's on SoundCloud under 1D Wells. I'm glad I didn't continue with the project because, I made the project from backward to front. So like the first song that you hear is really at the back, vice versa, and the journey's backwards. So if you're not understanding why it makes sense, try just flipping it around and listen to it again. The messages will be like, alright, I'm messing with it. So, I'm just glad that I can see. I'm just glad that I can think. I'm just glad that I can sustain. And if I can do that, you can do the same. But not only on our regular boots to the ground, real feel perceptions, but the layer of society that's above us, and then the layer of society that's above them, and then the next layer, and so on. I'm saying truce, bro. Like, let's get a little better handle on the way that we're driving this planet, because as dope as Deadpool was, Deadpool 2, which I saw the other day, the most horrific things that you have ever seen in your life have been made sexy. I mean, horrific ideas, defects and everything, and it was immersely entertaining. They did every dark joke, every negative word that you can say, any curse, any sexual act, science, politics, superheroes. That's the one movie I've ever seen where they damn near did everything right, to the point where even people that have some type of foundation with principle, you'd be in the audience like, clap, clap, clap. That was great. That was awesome. I say that to say, Deadpool 2 was crazy. But bottom line, I'm trying to go back. I just have so much. If we talk to the layers above and the layers above, and we establish a dialogue, and we say, pause with the extra crazy stuff in the world, and we say, look at me, I'm just speaking of myself as a representative. Nobody can sell you like you. I believe I can fly. Anything that you think of, you're talking to everybody in every tier of society, every walk of life, in every country, and any continent, any tier of people. Imagine if everybody established a dialogue. We can't blow up the earth. People are gonna die, but we can't pass this particular marker, or we lose our humanity, and we have to admit it. We have to have some protection devices in place that keeps us honest, a stick of measurement. We can't poison people. We have to love women. We have to have everything inside of this snapshot of from 1808 until 2018. That's the rules from here on for society, for life. We can never go past 2018, but we're steering to go into 2085, where there's just going to be society as we understand it, the rules of society, even the Constitution. Things like that are soon to be obsolete because of our evolution. We're actually eroding internally and eroding our core principle values that give us moral and purpose. So, if we establish a dialogue every tier and say, hey, look at all of these self-expressed ambassadors of God's miracle can change things. If you can see it from there, then you see it growing up this channel that we're using to communicate, but the entire channel turns into a floral utopia, rainbows, unicorns walking through. These are the evidence of God's power to change things if you simply step away from who you are and become who you need to be. Yes, you're in tier 7 and he's in tier 2, but you guys have the same IQ and point of view. Yeah, my man all the way in tier 75. He's like 75, and he's like 6'5", and he knows he's got like about 20 more years to the end of his life. And you down there in tier 1, standing there in the middle of a circle with your wife and your son, and you're in the track, and the man is holding a gun, and then he clicks the hammer, counts back from 3 to 1, and says, bro, what if you and him are actually kin, and both of y'all together can get this host done? We have to break down the complex walls. We have to break down the complex walls because look at our systems. Our systems are fighting against each other for purpose. They're fighting for truth. They're fighting for framing people. They're fighting for money. They're fighting for wealth. They're acting like they're fighting for bad health, dying children, but the ones that have the high, on their meter systems, the ones that have the high bars, while the ones that are important, like Flint, on the meter, they're at a solid 3, but everything else, Kanye says he loves Trump, that's more like a 10 or like an 8.5, and a year and a half has passed and Flint still doesn't have water, and that's a consistent 3, like all the way across the board. How are Kanye and 45 more priority than people that are losing their lives? Man, I mean, look at the picture. Look at the tears in their eyes. Don't it hurt your spirit when you see a baby die? You see a baby cry? I mean, come on, man. Why? I'm taking time out of my day off. I'm like, who's in the White House right now? Bernie Madoff? Smacking my head, shaking my head. All right, son, I'm done. But what I'm saying is that if we all establish a dialogue, we can prolong the inevitable, which is that we're internally corroding, which means that soon decisions can be made for existence and not for moral purpose. It's a good business decision. Let's slice off a billion people over here because we need more shade. And I like my daiquiri to be at 70 degrees room temperature of the earth. You know, like the stuff that we're fighting for. I wonder, while we're in a war, what the f are we fighting for? Anyway, I can change, you can change. Let's break down the egos and let's really make change, because I'm tired of the situation. And it really seems strange that this whole entire nation, the whole UN, like, are we all in there on vacation? Look at the world that you're making. Look at the money that you're making versus the earth over there that's quaking. Hot lava. And I'm sitting here working a 9 to 5. Need some juice in the fridge for the saliva that I'm spitting. And no, it ain't written. Look at our kids, man. Look what you did, friend. Like, look what you did, friend. It's too far. Shouts to the geniuses that get it. Salute to the rebels that get it. Salute to the people that get it. Salute to the powers that be. I get it. Be the best that I can be. Bless anyone around me. Be an example to my peers as well as my family. Be a man for my lady. This time I mean it. Like, so if I can do it, you can do it. Let's do something. That's enough. Y'all think I'm playing? I did this like it was nothing.